Welcome to Gyanjyoti online classes, class 7, English, my canvas book, course books, chapter number 17, topic is Oliver Twist, and the writer is Charles Dickens. It is one of the great novels, extract of the great novel. Charles Dickens is the writer, and Oliver Twist is the character. And he was a unprivileged and a poor boy, and how he faced a lots of problems with the life sketch and long story, and we shall discuss in this chapter. So how he faced a lots of problem we shall see in this chapter. So let's start this lesson. This Oliver Twist was a poor fellow. That's why at the very beginning the writer says, poor Oliver. That means he was a unprivileged boy and not so improved. See, he was going through lots of problem. Little thought, as he lay sleeping in happy unconsciousness of all around him. Yeah, he lay sleeping happy unconsciousness, means the sleeping mood. This boy was in just in the mood of unconsciousness mood, means not in presence of mind. Okay, of all around him, that the board had that very day arrived at a decision which would exercise the most material influence over all his future fortunes. Now, in this time, that board means where all the children they are living and they are getting the regular meals in a house in return for payment or services. That is called a board. Okay, वहाँ पर पैसा कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ काम करके रहना पड़ता था. That very day means that day arrived at a decision. एक डिसीजन आया, निर्णय आया, which would exercise, जो आया उसका कुछ करना है. यह exercise means to do. The most material influence. Material means things, चीज है, उसका कुछ प्रभाव है, influence over all his future fortunes. उसका भविष्य का कुछ future में कुछ किस्मत अच्छा लाएगा, कुछ अच्छा दिन आएगा. Maybe the good days come. May his life change. Maybe in the good condition. Yes, but they had, and this was it. Yes, they means these are the children who were in the board, and this was it means now what the story is. We have to study here and we have to understand what the right lesson says. The members of this board were very sad. Yeah, in this place where all the members, means all the person who were in this board, they are all sad. Sad means wise. Deep means they have deep thought. Gehrai the means very good feelings. Philosophical man means who has more thinking about a topic. They are called philosophical man. जो गहरी चिंतन करते हैं, they have more thinking power. Yes, उसके जो बोर्ड में रहने वाले हर एक सदस्य ज्ञानी थे, समझदार थे, बहुत ही दार्शनिक थे और बहुत सोच में अच्छा सोच रखते थे. And when they came to turn their attention to the workhouse, yes, to the workhouse में where the work is done, तो उनका attention workhouse तरफ होता था. The member of these boards, they found out at once what ordinary folks means purpose, would never have discovered. Yes, ordinary person would not find what they had. Okay, the poor people liked it, और गरीब लोग ही उसको पसंद करते थे. Yes, it was a regular place of public entertainment for the poorer classes. Yes, it was imagine regular place of public entertainment for a poorer classes. गरीब लोगों के लिए entertainment का class था. Yes, that means only the poor people were in this board. A tavern means inn. INN, inn. Inn means धर्मशाला. ना ठहरने की जगह रहता है. Yes, where there was nothing to play. A public breakfast. Yes, nothing to pay means कुछ पैसा देना नहीं पड़ता था. फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट ईटिंग. वाह, एंजॉय. पब्लिक ब्रेकफास्ट, लोग पूरा सब मिल के नाश्ता करते थे. डिनर ऑल्सो फ्री. टी एंड सफर. एंड हियर अराउंड ए ब्रिक and mortar elision. Brick and mortar elision means elision is a Greek concept of an afterlife which is a state of perfect happiness. कोई इंसान अगर ये दुनिया को छोड़ के जाने के बाद ही आनंद है, तो वो क्या ग्रीक लोगों की सोच के हिसाब से स्वर्ग है. जैसे कि वहाँ पर कोई दुख नहीं है, तो वैसे ही वहाँ पर आनंद ही आनंद था. Let's see, where it was all play and no work. कुछ काम नहीं, सिर्फ खेलना है. Oh, Miss, what a puzzle! What a good place that means. Said the board, looking very knowing. चार तरफ देख रहे हैं. We are the fellows to set this to rights. We'll stop at all in no time. Yes. We are the fellows to set this to rights. Yes, set this to rights means you are the person who are enjoying this life here. Will stop it all in no time. So they establish the rule. Okay, as they are enjoying always, they thought that they have to change the rule. Okay, they have to start a rule. Otherwise, it is not possible to do that. All poor people should have the alternative. All poor people should have the alternative. Alternative means just instead of one other person also. For they would compel nobody, not they. Yes, they would compel nobody of being starved by a gradual process in the house. Being starved by a gradual process in the house or by a quick one out of it. Now, so in this house, time is come that starving is no more to get food. Gradually, slowly, rule change. That means by quick one out of it. With this view, they contracted with the water works to lay on an unlimited supply water, and with corn factors, so supply periodically small quantity of oatmeal. Day by day it is going from star low, it is in good quantity, and issued 3 meals of thin gruel. Yes, 3 meals में 3 बार. और उनको जो gruel means water soup, thin means very little, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं, कम. With an onion twice a week, सप्ताह में से onion 2 दिन मिलेगा. And half a roll of, yes, Sundays means half, not full also. So imagine that time has something changed. For the first 6 months, 6 महीने, for the first 6 months, after Oliver Twist was removed, the system was in full operation. Yeah, Oliver was removed. Oliver को हटा दिया गया from this place. The system was in full operation. What system? That food system and the boards, all the system was in good condition. Operation with good running. Okay. It was rather expensive at first. शुरू में महंगा था. In consequence means in the result of the increase in the undertaker's bill, जो अंडरटेकर्स का बिल मतलब उसका जो खर्चा ज़्यादा हुआ है उसका बिल, एंड द नेसेसिटी ऑफ टेकिंग इन द क्लॉथेस, necessity of taking in the clothes of all the paupers which plotted loosely to their wasted. Paupers means poor, plotted means moved, with poor which moved loosely on their wasted. Shrunken forms means get smaller in forms after a week or two. Yes, एक या 2 महीने के सप्ताह के बाद. Gruel, what happened? Very decrease. Yes, floated loosely on their wasted means moved loosely on their wasted. Yes, or slowly and slowly. That gruel means liquid soup. The quantity of liquid food fallen down, कम हो गया, उसका जो भोजन था दिन ब दिन कम होते जा रहा है. But the number of workhouse intimates, number of the workhouse intimate means workhouse occupant got thin as well as paupers, जैसे कि गरीब का होता है ऐसे ही. And the board were in aesthetics. Yes, the board now was in the very joyful excitement as this was going on. The room in which the boys were fed was a large stone hall. या उन बच्चों को जिस हॉल में रूम में खिलाया जाता था, that place was a large stone hall. बहुत पत्थर का एक हॉल था. The man with a coffer at one end, एक तरफ कॉफर से तरफ था एक साइड, and out of which the master dressed in an apron for the purpose. Master apron means for the dress. उनका जो मालिक जो खाना खिलाता था वो अपना ड्रेस पहनता था, and assisted by 1 or 2 women, एक और 2 महिला उसको हेल्प करते थे उसको खाना परोसने के लिए. Saddle the gruel at meal time. Saddle means served. The gruel means the thin liquid water soup at the meal time. पूरा मतलब भोजन का जो बांटा जाता था. Of this festive composition, each boy had one pouring girl. Of this festive composition means just like the festival, just the program. Each boy had one porrinder. Yes, हर एक बच्चे के पास सिर्फ एक ही बॉल, porrinder means ball, एक कटोरा, एक बॉल मिलता था. Only one ball of this gruel or liquid items. And no more, except on occasions of great public rejoicings. Yes, great public rejoicing को छोड़ के उनको सिर्फ एक ही बॉल ही मिलता था. You have to get only one ball of this type of ground to eat. When he had 2 ounces, 2 ounces means 28.34 grams, that equal 1 ounce. Means only 28 means 56 something gram, and a quarter of bread. Yes, quarter means only 3. Yes, only 3 of bread besides, और ज़्यादा नहीं. This much they had provided them for food. The boys never wanted washing. उनको सिर्फ धोना नहीं. The boys polished them with their spoon till they shone again. उसको बॉल को पॉलिश करते थे as it was shining more than that. And when they had performed this operation, yes, when they did this work, which never took very long, that is possible in soon, the spoons being nearly as large as the balls. जैसे स्पून से इसको घिस रहे हैं, स्पून भी बॉल जैसा ही बड़ा है. Yeah, it becomes. They would sit staring at the copper. You know, in the copper side, बच्चे देखते थे with such eager eyes. means उनकी आंखों में कुछ पाने की इच्छा था. In their eyes something to get, as if they could have devoured the very bricks of which it was composed. जिस ब्रिक्स से बनाया गया है, ऐसे लगता था कि उसको भी खा जाएंगे. That means they were so much hungry. Yes, employing themselves meanwhile in soaking their fingers most assiduously means most attentively with a view of catching up any stray flashes of gruel. मतलब इधर उधर कुछ लिक्विड अगर कोई गिर गया है जैसे कि उससे कि ऐसे ही उनको चाट के खा जा रहे हैं. That might have been cast thereon means it is here and there. They can carry it, they can eat it as much as possible. It shows that they were very much means eager to get too much food. Boys have generally excellent appetites. लड़कों को तो अच्छा खाना मिलता है. Appetite means good food. Yes, meal. Full meal is called appetite. Oliver Twist and his companions suffered the torture of slow starvation for 3 months. But Oliver के साथ उसके फ्रेंड को around 3 months they did not provide good food. They starved means भूखे रह गए. Yes, Oliver Twist and his companions suffered the tortures of slow starvation for 3 months. At last they got so voracious means extreme eagerness, and while with hunger मतलब भूखे से पूरा मतलब कि ऐसे मतलब रहा नहीं गया. That one boy who was tall of his age, उसके उम्र में सबसे ऊंचा था, hadn't been used to do to that sort of thing, for his father had kept a small cook shop. उसका रोसे का दुकान दिया था उसके पापा. That tall boy speaking hinted darkly to his companions, अपने साथियों को कुछ इशारे में बोला that unless he had another basin of gruel for dime. Yes, basin of gruel for dime means one more, right? He needed these liquid items for eating. He was afraid he might some night happen to eat the boy. मैं ही उस लड़के को ही खा जाऊंगा. Who slept next him means that shows that he was so much hungry. Who happened to be a weakly youth of tender age. Yes, that boy was happened to be weakly means बहुत ही कमजोर था. Youth of tender age in that young age. He had a wild, hungry eyes. उसके पास भी बहुत ही wild means uncontrolled, जंगली. Hungry eye means the eye that saw hunger to get food, and the implicitly means in a suggestion believed him. A council was held. Council means a program meeting. Lots were cast who should walk up to the master. वो लड़कों में कुछ मीटिंग हुआ कि चलो उसके मालिक के पास कौन जाएगा. Who will tell all this matter to the master? After supper that evening, उस रात के भोजन के बाद, and ask for more कि हमको और ज़्यादा चाहिए. जितना उनको भोजन दिया जा रहा था, the Oliver Twist and his friends was very little. They were not filled with their belly. They were so much hungry. They asked that we need some more food. And who will go to speak all this matter to the master? So everybody feared. Then who will go and ask for more? And it fell to Oliver Twist. Now it was time for Oliver Twist to go to speak about this matter. Then see, the evening arrived. The boys took their places. और लड़के अपने अपने स्थान में बैठे जैसे कि भोजन खाने का समय आया. The master in his cook's uniform, उसका जो मालिक था अपना कुक का ड्रेस पहन के आया, या क्योंकि जो कुक रहते हैं उनका ड्रेस स्पेशल रहता है. स्टेशन हिमसेल्फ एट द कॉपर, जहाँ पर कॉपर की जगह में जैसे खड़ा रहता है वैसे जाके खड़ा रहा. His pauper assistants, pauper means the poor assistants, ranked themselves behind him, और उनके पीछे पीछे खड़े हो गए. The gruel was served out. A liquid soup, water soup was served. gruel को बांट दिया गया. Long grace was said. over the shortcomers. Yes, the short common people and the long grace. What the grace? To serve the food to the poor people. The ground disappeared, misfinished. The boys whispered each other. जैसे कि वो ग्राउंड खत्म हो गया तो एक दूसरे को बात कर रहे हैं. And winked at Oliver. Winked at Oliver means Oliver को इशारा कर रहे हैं. Close and open the eye quickly means giving some points to Oliver that do something. While his next neighbor knocked him. Next neighbor means neighbor of Oliver Twist. Knocked means a light push him. Go and tell our master to get more food. We are hungry. We are not getting sufficient food. Child as he was, yes, वो भी एक छोटा सा लड़का है. He was desperate. Desperate means hopeless, with hunger, and reckless with misery. Yes, reckless with misery means he is full of condition of poor. बहुत ही दरिद्रता है. He rose from the table, who Oliver Twist, and advancing to the master. और उससे अपने मालिक के पास आया. Basin and spoon in hand. अपना बर्तन और स्पून को ले लिया. Said, somewhat alarmed at his own temerity. Somewhat alarmed at his own temerity means he gets some boldness to speak. Alarmed at his own temerity means own boldness to speak before this master. And what did this Oliver Twist tell to his master? Please, sir, I want some more. I want some more. The master was a fat, healthy man. उनका जो मालिक था बहुत ही तगड़ा था, healthy person. But he turned very pale when he heard that the child is asking more gruel. उसका चेहरा उतर गया. He gazed in stupefied astonishment on the small rebel for some seconds. He gazed in stupefied means stunned astonishment on the small rebel for some seconds. Small rebel means small revenge or anger. And then clung for support to the copper. Clung means hold on for the support to the copper. का support हो गया तो बोला. The assistants were paralyzed with wonder. Assistant means the other workers, maybe the two women. They were nervous. They were feared because of this expression that Oliver Twist asked for something more about this gruel. Then the boys also feared. The boys with fear, they're nervous. डर गया उसकी एक्सप्रेशन देख के. जैसे ओलिवर ट्विस्ट मांग रहा है कुछ लेकिन वो भड़क गया. Then what? Said the master at length. Yes, at length means in the long sense. In a faint voice, what are you asking? Please, sir, replied Oliver. I want some more. मुझे और चाहिए. This little quantity of food is not sufficient for me. I am starving. I am hungry. I need more food. That means the master aimed a blow. The master aimed a blow at Oliver's head with a ladder, pinioned him in his arm, and shrieked aloud for the beater. The master aimed at blow at Oliver's head with this ladle. In the large spoon, master ने उस Oliver Twist के असर में मारा. Yes, pinion means hold down him in his arm. उसके आर्म में उसको दबा दिया. और मांग रहा है तू, और तुझे चाहिए. वो इससे भड़क गया. And shrieked means screamed aloud. चीखा. For the beetle means like a function, like a in the program he shouted in the loud noise. Imagine what may be going on to this fellow Oliver Twist. The board were sitting in solemn conclave. Board means all the people who were, all the members of the boards were sitting in solemn and serious conclave means private meeting. When Mr. Bumble rushed into the room in great excitement, वहाँ पर मिस्टर डम्बल पूरा दौड़ते हुए आए and addressing the gentleman in a high chair, और जेंटलमैन को कुछ हाई चेयर से कुछ बता रहे हैं. Said, Mr. Linkins, I beg your pardon, sir. उस मास्टर ने मिस्टर लिंकिन को पूछा, मिस्टर बैम्बल को, मिस्टर लिंकिन्स, I beg your pardon, excuse me, sir. That means Oliver Twist has asked for more, what? More gruel, more to eat. वो कंप्लेन की. There was a general start. Horror were depicted on every countenance. As Oliver Twist asked more about the food, and here the master complained to Mr. Bumble, and told at the time all the children, those who were listening, horror means fear was pictured, depicted. Everybody feared what will happen to Oliver Twist. On every means all the members of the board, they have the fear in their face, countenance means face. Now, for more, said Mr. Linkins, और चाहिए, और ज़्यादा चाहिए, compose yourself, Bumble, and answer me distinctly, answer me clearly, distinct means clearly. Do I understand that? He asked for more. Do I understand that? He asked for more. Yes, he needs more gruel, more food to eat. Yes. After he had eaten the supper allotted by the dietary, already we have given him food. Then also he is asking for more food. Yes, it is not permitted to him, and how dare he asks us about these things. He did, sir, replied Bumble. Yes, Bumble told that, yeah, he asked. Yes. Then that boy will be harmed, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. White waistcoat में जो पहना था, उस लड़के को फांसी में लटका दिया जाएगा. I know that boy will be harmed. उसको नहीं चाहिए. इस लड़कों को मार दिया जाएगा. Nobody controverted the prophetic gentleman's opinion. Nobody argued about something. Controverted means no arguments. This prophetic gentleman's opinion. Prophetic means who can say the future well. Prophetic means the person had accurately predicting what will happen in the future. आगे की बात को जो बता देते हैं. Those who can forecast future. And animated discussions, lively discussions took place. Oliver was ordered into instant confinement. Oliver को तुरंत ही बोला गया कि उसको जेल में बंद कर दीजिए. He was told to send to the jail. And a bill was next morning pasted. ये bill एक ठो लिखा गया बाहर में चिपका गया. On the outside of the gate के बाहर में, offering a reward of £5 to anybody who take Oliver Twist off the hands of the Paris. Is Paris means the pastor, okay? And the small pastor of this place. Anybody is here. Paris means a small administrative district within its own church and a priest or pastor. These gentlemen and this Mr. Lincoln were the overcoat, west overcoat dress was a pastor or the religious preacher, okay? And he told that in the board that anybody who will take this boy, yes, offering a reward of £5, £5 उसे मिलेगा to anybody who take Oliver Twist off the hands of the Paris. Paris के हाथों से कोई ले जाएगा तो उसको £5 दिया जाएगा. In other words, £5 and Oliver Twist were offered to anybody. It means anybody will give £5. Okay. sorry, anybody will give 5 pounds to, he can take Oliver Twist to his, or they can bargain Oliver Twist, okay. In other words, 5 pounds and Oliver Twist were offered to anybody woman who wanted an apprentice to any trade, business and calling, okay. So 5 pounds and Oliver Twist were offered. Oliver Twist को दिया जाएगा to any man or woman who wanted an apprentice, means learner, to any trade, business and callings. Now, then what happened? I never was more convinced of anything in my life, said a gentleman. Gentleman फिर बोले, I never was more convinced of anything in my life. मेरे जीवन में कोई भी चीज़ के लिए मैं ऐसे convinced, मतलब nobody has compromised me. Said gentleman in the white waistcoat, as he knocked at the gate, जैसे कि गेट में उसको आवाज़ किया गया. I read the bill next morning. I never was more convinced of anything in my life than I am that boy will come to be home. Yes, कोई चीज़ के लिए I never was more convinced, means कोई मुझे समझा नहीं पाए मेरे जीवन में कि जब कि वो लड़का आने वाला कल फांसी के लिए जा रहा है. As I purpose to show in the sequel whether the white West overcoated gentleman was right or not, I should perhaps mar the interest of this narrative, supposing it to possess any at all. Now, as I suppose to show in the sequel, means continuation. Yes, whether the white overcoat gentleman is the priest, okay, was right or not, सही गलत था जो उसमें वो जो चीज को बेच रहा है. I should perhaps mar and spoil the interest of this narrative. Yes, supposing it possess any at all, if I adventure to hint just yet. If I means the here Oliver Twist telling, adventure means a risky journey to hint just yet whether the life Oliver Twist had this violent termination or not. Yes, his life will be destroyed. And here, if I ventures to hint just yet whether the life of Oliver Twist had this violent termination, means ending or not, I have the risks of the journey. What to do, whether this child to be hanged or not, whether he will be released from or not. And I have ventured to hint just yet. I have the real risky journey, risky thing to do, what to do or not to do. So in this lesson we saw that Oliver Twist had a suffer of that, and how he escaped this place and came out to different place, and this life of Oliver Twist was very pathetic, and Oliver Twist had been punished because of his asking extra cruel food, and in this way this portion is complete. And I think this is one of the part only, and if you would like to study more, you can go through the whole detailed story. You can other book, but whatever the book says of the portion I have discussed, and I hope you that how this white waistcoat gentleman, this priest, had thought about. They have planned to kill, but fortunately he went from that place. I hope you the lesson will help you in your further study. So see you once again in the next period. Have a good day. Goodbye.